Like, there we go. So I think I want to see if we get some puppy view here, some puppy vision. I want to start mixing in other types of art. So I was gonna ponder on that for just a second. We did our cooking stream, or we did cooking in our 24-hour stream. I'd like to incorporate that more into our art sections. Like, I think what would be fun is like sort of like cook-alongs. So if I were to publish the recipe beforehand, and then if folks wanted to like cook it at the same time. Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you, 2bits, for jumping in there. So that's a thought. Gonna have it be yeah, mix the cooking into some of our art segments. Oh my goodness. They are like so wily this afternoon. I don't know what is going on. Yeah, trouble is a brewing. Beautiful fart.
Good God! Damn! God damn!
Oh, I guess fart interrupts the meme. That's actually a good little bug to know about until I fix it. Oh, they can't hear any of this. It's only piped through here. That would be funny though. So I was thinking about that. In terms of like other more like art. I wanted to start working on like a series of patterns. And I keep meaning to like throw that in. So I was thinking about maybe doing that today. For the main artwork, we did work on some like houndstooth and stuff. But I think it could be cool to set up a thing where, let me switch our category as I'm chatting too. Sometimes it's like it says it updated, but then it doesn't do it. Okay. Yeah, so that it would be like we would work on a pattern for whatever the length of the art session is, and then we would just have that sort of like done at the end of the day. Probably about 10 years ago, more than that, 13 years ago, I was working on a series of patterns that was just like black and white. And then I accidentally got my laptop too close to a magnet and it wiped all of them. It wiped the whole computer clean. So I think it would be good to like revive that a little bit. And then stream art as well. I wanted to start doing some of that on stream. And what would that look like? Like if we wanted any emotes uploaded to 7TV, I think that, or then also just like working on different backgrounds and stuff. I sort of like the main backgrounds that we have, but they don't feel like they encompass everything. There's absolute chaos going on around me. I was gonna say it must be a full moon tonight or something, but it's not. The new moon was like a day ago or 2 days ago. That's too loud, Berry Boo. Oh, so on stream art, we do have. I don't even know how to focus with all of this going on right now. Are y'all done? Are y'all about done? Okay. There we go. Almost. Look, Barry is trying so hard to get somebody to play with him. He's like, fine. Fine, I'll settle in. So we have the 720 star speed run at the start of September. This is the content you crave. Yeah, I was thinking about like having some sort of PP redeem where it would be like PP puppies or something. And we would have like puppy cam, but I don't know what that looks like exactly. That's what I've been struggling with. Cause I also don't want to like rile them up for no reason. Cause then they're like, hey, why aren't you still playing with us? But anyways, so for that Mario one, we'll need to have like some different backgrounds. So maybe sometime this week I do some of the artwork for that. I also wanted to create just like a little blurb on it that I could post in some Discords. So maybe like Wednesday or Friday we do that. And then what was the other one? Oh yeah, this probably won't happen before October. That's probably right. But doing some music making, which is mostly, yeah, we don't sing, so it won't be vocal, but yeah, I think that could be fun. I'm a little anxious to try doing that on stream. It's been a little while since I've made any music, but I think that could be fun. I think I'm mostly saying all of that in part to like just think through more of what I want to have the art section become. So I think right now we've just been doing the work on the large artwork each time that we show up here. And yeah, I think maybe it would be good to sort of put that on 1 or 2 of our days a week and then start exploring with the other stuff. Okay. With that, I guess I did not get the laptop set up before stream today, so let me get our programs open. That'll take a little second. Okay. Oh, Photoshop opened quickly. That's a surprise. Okay. So for today, we'll jump back into our large artwork stuff. I'm gonna go grab a cord and plug it in real quick.
No
So one of my ports is filled with chocolate, so I have to avoid the chocolate port. Okay. Let's get ourselves set up for this. Not Bandana, have you answered question of the day? Which season is your favorite? And would you make it permanent? There we are. And where's our laptop? Okay, there we are. For anybody who doesn't know, we also have a Discord. We have an art channel in there. If you wanted to post any of your own art, we would happily look at it. And or if there's any artists that you'd like to look at on channel. Usually like the last 10 or 15 minutes of the art time we save for that, so. Feel free to drop any art recommendations in the chat. Okay. Let's bring up our little concept thing. And which one do we want to put it on for today? I think we're kind of in this vibe. Or maybe the Harmonious Bosch slide is better. Yeah, I think that fits. So for anybody who doesn't know, we're working on a concept for what will ultimately be a physical piece of artwork. It'll be pointillism and watercolor sort of mixed together. So pointillism in ink. And right now we're just sort of, probably for another month or two, we'll be just kind of working through planning that canvas fully out. So when we go to work on the canvas, we already know sort of what we're putting down and have a good idea of how we're sort of articulating everything. Right now, we've been working on this area of the canvas. This black line is sort of showing a break between what is like the ground plane and then what's the sky plane. So in theory, it's kind of our horizon line. It's a little bit of a weird horizon line though, because we're drawing kind of in an axonometric point of view, which in theory has no horizon and has no sky to it. So that's something we'll need to fuddle with a little bit. The piece is maybe this kind of meditation on humanity and nature and our cultures and sort of the specific juncture of kind of AI and humanity, where we are, the kind of various forces that are positioned around it. And so we've been drawing right now these kind of 3 spires, which are sort of assigned to our 3 little figures of capitalism up here.
Or to leave the restored Church of Jesus Christ.
I'm going to see if the fart actually interrupts this one.
What will you do?
No, it doesn't. Oh, it did. Good to know. So this one over here is Musk's Tower, this kind of escapist rocket to Mars. We have Zuckerberg's kind of dematerializing tower here, a kind of what digital Babylon is sort of the thought there. And then we have Bezos's kind of like highly protected data wizardry tower. So I think today we'll just continue kind of fleshing in more of the kind of conceptual detailing around this. See if we can get some decent landing points for each of these expressions. From these, we'll probably take them over into Illustrator and try to put like firm lines around them that will become the representations we'll actually follow and sort of move onto the canvas. So I liked how this one was evolving towards the kind of like Cybertruck articulation. So we'll probably try to just mirror things here. I wonder if there's some sort of like central, do we do kind of like a diamondy shape in the middle? Just trying to not have a vertical line that travels directly up. That seems to be working pretty well. This is starting to read quite like a star, and I'm not sure we want that reading in particular. But for now, we'll roll with it, I think. Hi, Swayze! Welcome in, welcome in. We are working on, it's this 24 by 36 artwork. Those are inches, so 2 feet by 3 feet. And right now we're sort of trying to get our first like real shapes going on the page. Ultimately, this is going to be done physically, so on an actual canvas with ink, so pens doing kind of like pointillist sort of stuff. Let me bring up the big one. We can take a quick tour through for you and anybody else who hasn't been here yet. So this is a style that I've kind of been working on, is this like pointillism and watercolor, sort of using very subtle kind of color gradation. Here we're gonna have like more vibrant colors, but still like to play with that a little bit, kind of small differences in color. And let's see, so this is kind of our progress so far. Our very first day, we kind of like marked out that we wanted to have this kind of diagonal grid And then we sort of pushed into this kind of messy version here, this middle one. And this started to sort of map out kind of like some of the fundamental spaces that we want. So we're looking at this kind of like trapped park kind of concept. So the major themes that we're dealing with here is kind of like nature versus industry, and then AI versus humanity. So those two things kind of intersecting. And then this was sort of our first attempt at, once we had the concept of each of the sort of spaces we wanted, getting that blocked out so it has a kind of location. So right now we're working on this kind of like red area. And so those are going to be these kind of spires that are breaching this horizon line. So moving from kind of ground up to these sort of like the heavens or the sky, where currently we're going to have our three, I call them the three cucksmen of the apocalypse. So Jeff, Bezos, Musk, and Zuckerberg. So each of the towers are kind of related to them and trying to sort of express maybe a disposition of them. So classifying Musk as kind of this escapist, Zuckerberg as this kind of like dematerialist, trying to sort of turn everything into the digital world, and then Bezos being this kind of protectionist sort of data wizard. So that's like the overall concept. Some of the other things we have in this deck here, Frida Kahlo is going to be sort of a big inspiration in terms of the just kind of symbolic density. And I really like here, there's kind of a collection of different kind of religious mythologies that are sort of sitting up here. And we have kind of a side of the board for things like that, because this is very much a sort of examination of like control, I think, is a big part of this idea. How does power and control kind of move around this weird little chessboard that we've built that is our culture? So here we've got some Escher just looking at kind of spatial distortions and tessellations, so sort of geometries that knit into each other. And then we've got this Harmonious Bosch piece, the Garden of Earthly Delights, that has like these sort of like really whimsical looking expressions, but we can see in the progression of this triptych, it's kind of like, I don't know if this is really what he was drawing, but I read kind of like Creator and Adam and Eve, and then the sort of like whimsical decadence that they turn this Garden of Eden into, and then how that sort of like dissolves and turns into something more chaotic and more destructive. And so particularly with this area that we're working on right now, that's really the vibes that we're trying to capture, is kind of the destructive nature of the power structures that these three have set up and sort of been cultivating the world towards, I suppose. Where's Waldo for the Enlightenment? I like that. So we have Bezos's like kind of like wizard tower here, trying to go for kind of a tower style that you could kind of imagine around Central Park in New York, but then sort of skewed into a kind of like fantasy sort of like wizard. So this is his crystal ball that he looks into and casts spells out of, controlling the data of the world. And then we have Mr. Escapist. So Musk and Zuckerberg need to be flipped, but trying to push us off this planet and onto another one. And then this one is going to be Zuckerberg's tower. And so it won't really have any like true material to it. It'll be kind of the spiral staircase. a little bit Tower of Babylon-y is what I'm going for. And then all of the walls that kind of contain it will be sort of like articulated like the Matrix. So the kind of like falling number letter characters we can see, kind of how that would be articulated there. So today I think we're just trying to push each of these towers to a relative point of conceptual completion. So I think Bezos's is fundamentally done as a concept. And we'd be ready to push that back over to Illustrator and kind of start tracing over it there. So right now we're sort of Tesla-fying Musk's spaceship here. Try to get a good default. Hi, Sockno! Welcome in, welcome in. How is your day? Okay, I feel like this part is a little hairy, a little difficult on how to subdivide this space here. Do we break here? Maybe we break here, have a line coming out like this. I'm not sure how often I want things to be kind of like nodes that then send out a bunch of lines versus like this, where it's almost like truss work running into each other. And then what do we do here? That sounds kind of weird, Zockno. Is there any way that you can reach out to them and ask? It feels like that feels like something where someone should be able to tell you something. So again, I'm trying to break up the center line. We're having things sort of mirror over each other. It's like, maybe do we hit primary geometries along this line? It's kind of a thought. I guess this is technically a hexagon, isn't it? A hexagon pretending to be a pentagon. Oh, cool, double dipped. If you want to put your art into the Discord, we would happily look at it also. This feels too large. That also kind of feels too large, but better. square, a pentagon. Maybe we center a triangle. Have a triangle running on center. I'm like almost kind of seeing like a little person here, like with this being the head shape and this almost being like a crown kind of thing, or these being like little horns. It makes me wonder if we can be strategic about embedding some kind of shape into our various folds here. Let's try that. Ooh, why does this feel wrong? This isn't angled down enough, I think. Okay. I guess as we flesh it in, the face kind of disappears, huh? Okay. So we're trying to have this read as kind of a little like flight deck kind of thing. Originally we had the kind of Oculus windows. I think we're getting rid of those and just turning them into kind of a band that runs across. I'm not sure what more we could do to make it look flight decky. Or if that's even necessary. Another one of those there. Maybe all of these ball shapes become diamonds. Mr. Angles and all. Okay, scroll wheel. Very cute. Oops. I don't think this is exactly right. but it's probably close-ish enough. For pulling over into Illustrator. And there, I think we can be a little bit more deliberate. Okay, that's starting to feel neat, actually. I think I fuck with that. And then I was speculating, do all of these become more diamond-shaped things? That feels probably more in line with what we have going on here. And what, we'll see this disappear behind these. Ooh, maybe it's an X up top. Maybe that kind of fits, huh? So tomorrow I'll ask them what it was, because this was terrible. It was a violation, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's very strange. Like, I support vaccines, but tell me what it is and what it does. Don't just inject it. Yeah, for sure. Permission is very important with that, and I'm very surprised that you weren't more thoroughly consulted before they did something. Okay. That's starting to look like something. I'm sort of wondering what the rest of his... Gummo! I'm gonna gummo at you. Gummo Volti, welcome in. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you've had a good day. We're in our last like 10 or 20 minutes of art here. Next up, we'll be switching over to movement and then community games. We'll be aiming to start community games off at around 7 today. We'll be doing golf, is the plan. Oh, cool. Cool. I'm excited to hear them. Okay, all these circles here I also want to be. They're kind of diamond shapes. Maybe putting a diamond here will help me think about what the ground looks like here. I think in a lot of ways what these are communicating is like these are the thrusters, right? So maybe the ground becomes kind of launch paddy, specifically under these little thruster guys. So what would that look like? Let's move on to another layer. So I suppose that's like a circle option. Are these thrusters feeling in very wrong spots? Like it feels like maybe they should be over here. Maybe that's right. Maybe they all move away some. Okay, so I think it's this. Not realistic at all. Everything is highly suggestive, and everything will contort more to the logic of the canvas than to representational accuracy. Let's move these. That looks so far away, though. Let's see what we can think about here. Maybe it's just the circles push in some. Like maybe it's centered. Maybe there's a circle that's running. Why is it not? Huh? Why is this no longer painting? It's a paintbrush. Hello? Hellozers. Brush tool? Color? Deselect, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we've got our little diamondy shape here. $10,000, yeah. I feel like Photoshop needs to find a way to like tell you that you're being an idiot. Like, hey, you seem to be clicking outside of your selected area a lot. Did you want to deselect that? Okay, never mind, you're right, Volty. I definitely don't want Clippy. definitely don't want that. Okay, so I was thinking about some kind of something. That is definitely too far. And I think actually I need to undo this move because I put lines over other lines on the same layer. I think I reached the extent of my backdom. Boo! Okay, we're gonna erase these guys then. And then let's maybe just steal this guy flat out. Come with me. I think I can grab all of those. I think it's something like there that's... Okay. So then our little launch paddy kind of thing. Be here. That one there. Get rid of that. Okay, I think that's right. This one's gonna move forward. Photoshop, please. Thank you. I'm not sure this is answered, really, my broader question of what's down there, but it's a draft. We can come react to later. Let's give ourselves another 5 or 6 minutes to work on this thing. We'll see how far we can get along with Zuckerberg's tower and blocking stuff out here. We should probably be being more deliberate about which layer we're working on. Let's finish out this room over here. And then I'm wondering, I think maybe Zuck's ground space wants to look like, I don't know, maybe it's just like a bunch of dots, like it's almost falling apart or something. Ooh. Or maybe his pushes down into the ground, like the ground has just been deleted. I wonder how that connects up with this one here.
Do you guys know what the Library of Congress is? But they've been archiving like on hard drives every like piece of literature ever written. They also revealed a few months ago that they've been archiving every tweet that's ever been tweeted right next to the same hard drives. So I want to play this game. I'm going to read you a quote, and you have to tell me if it's something from a great piece of literature or if it's something I found on Twitter, okay? Literature or Twitter. Here's the first one. It is not
So Zuck, or Bezos, is gonna have like this little pathway that cuts over.
Twitter, who are you following? William Shakespeare? Because that's who said that. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. Beautiful, isn't it? So true. Next one. Surrounded by MILFs at Taco Bell.
Kind of like that symbolically too. It makes me think more about what is the connection between these two blocks. You feel odd? Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, Lumpy. You are arting, but on the wrong stuff. Is there wrong art to be working on, Lumpy? You started yet another castle, your third this month. I should be making another mushroom house. I think you need to give yourself room to have breaks from that also, though. If a castle is what is sparking your joy right now, I say you should go for it. Because that is where you're being called. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. A vacation from your vacation. We have our spiral coming down here. And then I think this just ends up being maybe an endless pit. So then we never actually see where this whole complex ends. Yeah, it's a pit all the way down. Okay. This is looking good. I mean, not like good, but conceptually it's capturing things. Perspectives and stuff are getting real wonky on this spiral. But we're getting the feeling of stuff blocked in. Some meditate, I build random castles in modded Minecraft. Yeah, exactly. It's your spatial meditation. Okay, we see the staircase coming down here. That I can't conceptualize quite what we're seeing of it. And then another question will be, how does this edge articulate? Is it just literally a hard break off? Too many things on your mind? Okay, so we want to see this staircase thing repeat down. And then we'll see another one of these dematerializing platforms. Okay. Okay. So I think that's about what we do for today. Next time, we'll be able to go in and wrap up the top of this tower pretty quickly. Maybe we can also then try and figure out if there's something we can do for the groundwork of this launcher here. I don't know if it wants to go geometric or quite what exactly. Maybe it actually wants to like have the pattern seep into it. Like maybe our houndstooth moves to a different color here or something. Some indication of this kind of like large magnitude of energy coming into this. I think that's a question we want for each of these is how does our houndstooth pattern, which is representing electricity here, and will be kind of like flowing in between the different squares, how does that terminate into each of these bases here? I think the Zuckerberg Tower of like there is no ground is the correct choice there. Okay. Let's go ahead and save a PNG. That'll be our stuff for the day, our arting. Okay, we are on number 7. And I think we missed 1 or 2. Let me see if I can get the I think we can show again. See if we can do a little flip book real quick. Is it gonna put them in order or no? I think it's mostly in order. So we're missing our first one. that's kind of neat as a little flip book. At first, much bigger changes, and then less so. Okay, cute. Okay. Time for the laptop to go away. All right, up next is going to be our movement section. Let me check in with what Lumpy said here first though. Just today, while doing heavy chemistry operations, we had discussions about deep breaths, 2 unknown reaction mechanism, 2 odd things we saw in the local news, tried to troubleshoot a pneumatic valve, tried to figure out a kink in a purification procedure, planned some cleanup of a lab, planned some mechanical maintenance, and then I came home and did an HOA test. That's a lot of different things in a day, Lumpy. That's a lot of stuff. That I can totally understand wanting to disappear into a castle and not think about a big project. That's a lot. That's a lot for an average day. Okay. We're out of our art scene, y'all. Let me double check the Discord, make sure that yeah, okay, we didn't have any new art dropped. Okie dokie. Next up is movement, baby.